Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. My name is Teresa, but you can call me Cat. This is going to be a June tarot reading for Leo. Did I get... which I forgot to make sure was actually in the frame. The spread that I'm using for June is my Lenormand Grid that I offer. It's actually 10 cards because I have a card that's an Oracle card, although for this one I was compelled to use the Thoth deck. The card came out upside down, which is, we'll find out why in a little bit. So I'm using the Gilded Reverie Lenormand and the Thoth deck for Leo. Thoth deck to me is a fiery deck, so it often comes out for fire signs. I think that's all I needed to say. I didn't shuffle them out on the table because this is a free reading and it cuts down on the time it takes for my video to render, or whatever we want to call it. For Leo, there's a little bit going on planetary-wise. We have the moon in Leo on the 14th and 15th. Venus in Leo from the 27th through the 30th. And into July. And Mars is... I think I drew that wrong. For some reason, I think it's, should be retrograde here. Mars? No, Mercury's retrograde. What the hell am I thinking? Mars... I'm confused. Mars is in Leo from the 11th through the 30th. I'm not sure when it moves again, but start ending the month with Venus and Mars in Leo. They've been traveling together. I mean, they're pretty close together anyway, so they're often together, I would think. But definitely at the end of the month, Venus and Mars together in Leo. Makes me think of the Strength card. Is that it? I think that's it. There's not a lot going on with Leo until after Cancer season. Okay, so all that. So I'm going to flip over this card. This is going to give an overview for what we're talking about here. So we have the Sun inverted. So Leo energy. I'm getting a retrograde with this instead of more of a negative connotation. The Sun. Mercury's going to be retrograde for the first 22 days of the month, I think. Am I reading that? Yeah. So Mercury's going to be retrograde for the first 2/3 of the month. Saturn is retrograde, Pluto is retrograde, and Neptune's going retrograde on the 26th. So there's a lot of... because it's retrograde season, we're getting that even though the sun is shining, the ice is a little slippery. Sun inverted does tend to give me moon energy. I'm not overly concerned about that. What I really feel like is that Leo is somehow going to get their tail handed to them by the retrogrades, which does not portend well for me because my moon is in Leo, but we'll see. Maybe this means your moon is in Leo too. I'm getting the banana... I think it's called the Banana Boat song. Harry Belafonte. They have it at the beginning of Beetlejuice. Daylight come and me one go home. Okay. Anyway. I'm going to flip these cards over so we see what we have before I start reading them, because they're supposed to be read as a group. So we have the masks inverted, or the mask. 40 with major arcana energy. So potentially the Fool, potentially the Emperor, but coming in inverted. This with a gateway and potentially paths on the other side with these lancet doorways, or naves, whatever. Reminds me of the 0 card in the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, which is called Choice. And it's like taking different pathways. It's a little bit like the Dangerous, Michael Jackson's Dangerous album cover. Same kind of energy. But we're inverted here. Right? The Band-Aid, the face Band-Aid's being ripped off. And that could have a connotation of taking the mask off. Could be more of an energetic spiritual thing, or it could be literally pandemic stuff. More people being vaccinated and or not wearing masks. But I'm not going to get into that too much, but it is a real world tangible thing that could be happening. But I'm going to wait for this loud thing to go by. Doesn't do me any good to try to shout over a motorcycle. So anyway, I'm supposed to get into it too deeply, but we have the masks inverted. Should have more of a spiritual connotation. We have the messenger, number 1. Which to me is like Mariah Carey on a carousel horse. Right? She's a carrier. A male carrier. Anyway, we have a rainbow here. 9 of Cups energy. The messenger. Don't shoot at the messenger. Oh yeah, this card. So we have the moon inverted now. So we have the sun inverted and the moon inverted. We have 8 of Cups inverted here. 32. Let's show that upright. Moon. The faces of the moon. That Robitussin is not hitting my stomach right. The clover. Wow, 1 and 2. These are potentially kind of in order because I did a review of them and I had to set them all right. But I've used them once already and reshuffled them. But to have the 1 and the 2 and not the 0 but a 0 nearby is intriguing. 1, 2... 2, 3, 4. Gonna be a little Fibonacci sequence here too. But the clover, 6 of Pentacles, number 2. See, good luck card basically. So we have 5. Now we have. So we have. It's not a countdown, but it's like we're increasing. 5 is the tree. 7 of Cups energy. And I see this rainbow here being the same thing, especially with these cards on top of each other. I see a separation of 4 here. 6, 7. 7, 8. 9. So we have 39 here. This is the dice. Major Arcana energy, so potentially the Empress, the Hermit, and or the Hanged Man. It's really warm out today, so we have motorcycles. And it's also getting close to Bike Week, I think, if they have it regularly scheduled this week. I mean, this year. Coming in with the moon inverted like this, I'm getting more Hangman energy than anything. So we have the Child inverted, 13. Jack of Swords, which could be the Page or the Knight. I always feel like with the Child card, I want it to be a Page, but I'm feeling more specifically like it's the Knight of Swords inverted. 13 energy for the Child. So we have the Man here. Ace of Cups inverted. Man. And the Scythe. I was expecting a 10 to pop out. So now we have the Jack of Pentacles. And I'm inclined to say that this is the Knight of Pentacles. with scythe. Cut it out. I'm skimming the scythe because I feel like I've lost my full handle of it. I lost my handle. It starts out, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the sun. That's from Ecclesiastes, but there's also a song by the Birds, or as sung by the Birds, because they didn't write it. I'm just skimming this. Oh, this is actually called the Rider, not the Messenger. If I knew that, I would remember things. Okay. So, there's supposed to be cards near the point of the blade that modify it, but there's nothing there to modify it except maybe the sun. And see the sun breaking through here as well in the background. There's a sunrise here. Take a chance on me, Abba. Rewrite at dawn. Getting that song, Take a Letter, Maria? Take a letter, Maria, address it to my wife. Tell her I won't be coming home, gotta start a new life. Yeah, I can't remember the rest of the lyrics right now. Get the moon. With the moon inverted like that, it's giving me Infamous. This is reminding me a little bit of Cancer's reading because it's not glaringly obvious that there could be a romantic relationship involved here. But for a lot of people, it can be. There's patterns and energies that can form that are the same pattern for platonic work and so on relationships that have the same pattern as love relationships, right? Like, this could be Paisley, and if it's a work relationship, it's going to be mostly blue and gray. But if it's a love relationship, it's going to be like red or bright pink and yellow, or, you know, green and white, like the clover. You know, and there's variations on a theme, right? One Paisley could look like leaves, and another one could look like turkeys. So there's variations in an energy pattern. So it's not just like, oh, I'm reaching for straws to try to make it apply to more people. I'm saying there's a framework of interaction between people that can be love or not love. It's definitely available here because I have 9 of Cups, 8, 7, and this ace here. And again, take a chance on me. Love grows where my rosemary goes, and nobody knows like me. Like ride my seesaw kind of a thing. Like, hey, pretty lady, want to take a ride in my car? I've got to, like, I'm bringing you a telegram. This here is indicating an inner child wound that's being excised. And that is where the mask comes from. This is like, I'm finally getting a lucky roll. This looks like this tree right now looks like a board game. I know it's not supposed to be, but that's what it looks like. It looks like a board game. I finally got a lucky roll, and now I get to move my marker. I know it's called something else, but I can't remember what it is. I'm moving my little marker around the board finally. You know, it's like I don't have to lose a turn. I don't have to be something I'm not. But there's this aspect of notorious. You know, like this masculine might have the reputation of being a player. And that's because of a child wound where there wasn't an addressing of an internal truth. This Jack of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles, I'm slowly trying to bring balance to a situation. I've got to bring in this information to myself. Like, I've had a eureka moment, like, oh my god, like, I don't have to carry this weight anymore, or I'm going out on a limb because it finally feels like I'm hitting the right flow to break out of this false front. Right, it's like the sun. If I want the Six of Wands, Jupiter and Leo, like luck energy, for myself, I want, I think that was a delivery truck that time. If I want public recognition, and not like public recognition for turning a new leaf, for moving ahead. I don't want this public reputation that's tied to childhood wounding to be dragging around with me. I'm not going to be trapped by this prosthetic, this vision that's not me. And everybody contains masculine energy, so it doesn't really matter. This messenger, this rider, that's essentially the same as the Knight of Pentacles, that I assume is masculine to be, is showing up as a feminine energy on the horse. So there's an aspect, perhaps, of a twin relationship. This is, Nell here wondering what happened to May. Like, where's my person? Where'd they go? Why am I here all by myself? I don't have anybody to play with. I just heard like we're not playing these reindeer games anymore. There's an aspect of unity. And again, that can either be the self, or unity with a twin, with a romantic partner, or with a platonic person. It could also be something like, I haven't talked to my siblings in 5 years, and we're finally at a point where we're going to be able to talk to each other. Those are some of the ways that this energy pattern can work. I can't remember if I said this already or not, because the camera stopped on me again. There's this aspect where it's like the cat, Leo, the cat isn't quite out of the bag yet on my new personality, right? This is the old me. This is how people boxed me in, how I had behaved according to my trauma ego. I've got my healing done. I'm rolling a new, I'm rolling a new strength level. I'm rolling a new damage level on life, and I'm overcoming some things. You know, I'm getting to a point where I can adhere to my emotional truth and cut out the stuff that no longer serves me. And, you know, I'm almost ready. I'm in the process of I'm on my way to bring in this new self paradigm where I am no longer going to be bound to a reputation, like mask and notoriety, right? A reputation, which is basically just propaganda and can be negative, right? There's an aspect of people are going to recognize the reality of myself, and I'm about to drop this log right on their faces. And because of the clover and these dice here, taking a chance basically on yourself, on the emotional and self-truth, on growing and offering and bringing in something positive. It's like the universe has your back here, like full stop, full tilt. And it can help break karmic ties, ancestral trauma, past life stuff. The Seven of Cups, right? Just distractions split in too many ways. You know, I don't have to play 52 card pickup every time I try to figure out my next step. Right? I'm not trapped in a circle jerk with all my baggage. And this is coming soon. And I think because this is inverted, this is what retrograde season is doing for Leo. So it looks a little bit like, oh, why are all these inverted? But it's really retrograde planets helping push you through the bottleneck, karmic bottleneck. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like it. I'm feeling it. Alright, so if you want to get a personal reading, you may get this same reading or a different one. Let me get to my sign here. The camera is hot today. Let's take a snack break and let it cool off in between readings here. The complete list of readings I have and how much they cost is going to be, oh my god, in the description box underneath this video. Down below, down there. I also have the same list on my little WordPress website here, there's a home page, and then there's another page that has that same list with little thumbnail images and a green background. And if you want to see those readings in action, you can check out my readings for sale playlist. Because I have samples. If you'd like to help keep my channel chunking along, energy exchange, you can hit that tip jar, PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. These are all CATtheMinion up here. All through the link tree. Social media, email, also through the link tree. I've got 2 coloring books and a dark poetry book over here on Amazon with that Kindle Direct Publishing, also through the link tree. I've got merch and prints and actual art items over here. There's a coupon code for Etsy, 3 or more items, 17% off, and if you go through the link in the link tree, that should pop in at the top. I think that's it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, check out my playlists tab, my discussion tab, and stay groovy, and we'll see you later. Bye.